Now the next terminology, investments. This one, investment. What is investment? When the money of the business invested outside the business to earn interest, earn dividend, or to earn rent, then that is called investment. When the amount of the business amount is invested outside the business, may be invested to purchase the shares of another company, purchase the debenture of another company. Your business may do the FD, fixed deposit, may purchase the gold, bonds of another company, golds or bonds, then it is called investment. When the business this is business, invest money outside the business, maybe a shares of a company, to earn dividend and capital appreciation, debenture of a company, debenture may do fixed deposits, may purchase the bonds, may purchase the gold or silver, may construct the building for to earn rent, However, this is not the main operating activities of the business, but extra money of the business is invested for the construction of building or purchase any building, and that building is given to somebody else for a rent. Then that building is also an investment. So if the business money is invested outside the business to earn interest, dividend, capital appreciation, rent, then that is called investment. Means that money is not invested in the business. Suppose the money is invested inside the business to purchase machinery, plant and machinery, then it is a fixed assets, because this expenditure will be used in the business. Suppose business purchase building for use in business, for the business use. Business purchase plant and machinery for producing goods and services, then it's not an investment, it is capital expenditure. So when the amount is invested outside the business to earn interest, dividend, rent, capital appreciation, then it is called investment. This investment may be short-term investment, and maybe long-term investment. Short-term investment means within a year, 3 months or within a year, then it is called marketable securities. It is also called marketable securities when it is invested within not exceeding 12 months, within a year, not exceeding 12 months, then this short-term investment is called marketable securities. And when the investment is done for a longer period, more than 1 year, it may be for 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, then it is called long-term investment. Okay. Next terminology is purchase. And this investment is an asset. This investment is an asset. This investment comes under assets of the company. It's an assets. If it is for a shorter period, then current assets, and if it is for a longer period, then it's a long-term assets. Next terminology is purchase. Next terminology we are going to discuss, that is purchase. We have discussed this one. Now next is purchase. What is purchase? When the business purchase goods for resale, then it is called purchase. When the business purchase the goods for resale, sell it again, then it is called purchase. Okay, means in which the business deals. Business purchase the goods in which the business deals. Suppose a manufacturing company purchase the raw material to convert it into the finished product. A manufacturing company purchase the raw material to convert it through the conversion, convert it into finished product. So when the company purchase the raw material, then the company will use the word purchase. This word will be used when the company purchase the raw material to convert it into finished product. So at the time of purchase of raw material, the company use the word purchase. For a trading company, trading companies or trading firms are those firms who are not involved in manufacturing. They purchase the finished product and sell it into the market. They purchase the finished product from the market and sell it. For instance, a medical shop. They purchase the medicine and sell it. So purchase of medicine for a medical shop, we will use the word purchase. When the medical shop purchase the medicine, then we will use the word purchase, because medicine is the goods for medical shop. Because this medicine is purchased to resale, sell it again, not to use in business. That is not purchased to use in business, that is purchased to sell it again, either by modifications or some transformations, or directly finished product may be sold to the customers. So goods vary from one business to another business. Suppose take the example of a stationery shop. When the stationery shop purchase the stationery item to sell it again to their customers, so purchase of stationery, when the stationery shop purchase the stationery, they will use the word purchase, because stationery item is goods for the stationery shop, because this is purchased not to use but to sell it. Similarly, cement. Suppose there is a cement dealer who deal in cements. They purchase the cement bags to sell it. So when the cement dealer purchase the cement to sell it to their customer, so at the time of purchase of cement, they will use the word cement, because cement is the goods for cement is the goods for goods for whom? For the cement dealer. So when the dealer purchase cement from the manufacturer or from the wholesaler to sell it to the customers, then that time they use the word purchase. So Purchase word is used when goods is purchased to sell it again. It means in which the business deal. Is it clear? Purchase may be cash purchase or purchase may be a credit purchase. When the business purchase the goods for cash, then it is called cash purchase, and when the business purchase the goods on credit, then it is called credit purchase. So this purchase may be for cash purchase and this may be for credit purchase. Purchased on credit, purchase for cash and purchase on credit. Okay. Now next terminology is, and purchase is your expense, revenue expense. Purchase is what? Purchase is your, when the goods purchased by us, purchase is your revenue expenses, repetitive expenses. You can say that is a cost of purchase, cost involved. Now, next is purchase return. Next terminology is purchase return. When the goods which is purchased by us is returned to the supplier due to any reason, then it is called purchase return. Goods may be returned by us if the goods is defective, goods is not as per the sample what we have given, goods supplied by the supplier not on time but delayed in supplied, goods may be overpriced, goods may be damaged, then goods may be returned by the purchaser to the seller. So when we purchase the goods, we purchase the goods from whom? We purchase the goods from supplier company. But if the goods is not up to mark, or goods is defective, or goods is damaged, or goods is overpriced, or goods is not supplied on time, then the purchaser may return these goods, to supplier, may return these goods. Then it is called purchase return. It means goods which was purchased on credit or for cash, due to any reason that goods is returned by the purchaser to the supplier, then it is, the word will be used purchase return. It is called purchase return. And goods is returned, there is various reasons to return the goods. Goods may be overpriced, goods may be defective, goods may be damaged, goods not as per sample, goods supplied by the supplier in later or delayed. Okay, goods is not in proper conditions, goods may be overpriced, then goods may be returned by the purchaser to their supplier. Then the word used by us is purchase return. So when we purchase the goods from supplier, we use the word purchase, and when the same goods is returned to the supplier due to any reason, then we use the word purchase return. Next terminology is your sales. When the business sold goods to their customer, then we use the word sales. When the business sold goods means in which the business deal. When the business sold goods to the customer, then we use the word sales. So when the business sold goods to customers, then we use the word sales. Goods means, what is goods? Goods means in which business deal, in which business deals, in which business deals. So goods vary from one business to another business, as I already told you. For a medicine shop, medicine is the goods. For furniture shop, furniture is the goods. For a freeze shop, those who are deal in freeze, then freeze is the goods. Okay. For a stationery shop, stationery item is the goods, because they purchase it to sell it again. The goods which is purchased by the business to sell it again, that is called goods. So when the business sold goods to customer, then the word will be used, sales word will be used, sales. The word will be used, sales, we termed as sales. This sales may be cash sales, and this may be the credit sales. Cash sales and credit sales. If the amount of sales received immediately, then it is cash sales. If the amount of sales is not received immediately, the amount will be realizable after few months or after few days, then it is credit sales. Okay. Suppose goods is purchased for rupees, sold for rupees 10,000, and 10,000 is received immediately, then it is a cash sales. Goods is sold for rupees 10,000, but amount is not received, then it's a credit sales. Sometime what it happened, goods is sold for rupees 10,000, 4,000 is received immediately in cash, and 6,000 will be received later on, then it is a credit sales. So out of 10,000, 4,000 is cash sales and 6,000 is credit sales. Sales is the income of the business, revenue of the business. It is the revenue of the business. Okay. And when we sold the goods to the customer may return these goods to us. Customer may return these goods to us. May return the goods to us. Okay. May return these goods to us. Then it is called sales return. Sales return. Then it is called sales return. Goods may be returned by the customer to us when the goods is defective, goods is damaged, goods is overpriced, then they are not happy with the goods, not satisfied with the goods. Maybe the goods is delayed, supplied by us on a late hours, then goods may be returned by the customer to us, then that is called sales return. When sold goods is returned by the customer to us due to any such reasons or any reason, then it is called sales return. Suppose we have sold 10 lakhs. Goods is sold for rupees 10 lakh. Goods is sold for rupees 10 lakh. Out of this 10 lakhs, the customer has returned, means sales return is 20,000. Then it means our net sales is 9,80,000 is our net sales. Is 9,80,000. Total sales is 10 lakhs. Out of 10 lakhs, 20,000 is returned by the customer. It means our net sales is 9,80,000. So purchase return and sales return. Purchase return is also known as return outward, and sales return is also known as return inward, because goods again into the business, enter into the business. Goods which was sold again enter into the business due to return, sales return. That's why we use the word return inward. And in case of purchase, when the business purchase the goods, from the supplier, and business return these goods, purchase return, means business goods goes out from the business, it is outward. That's why you use the word outward, return outward. So it may be used the purchase return, or somewhere you may get the word return outward. The both is same. So both this terminology is, this 5 terminology is clear.